so very much. I've loved how you guys have put it. So having defined what dating is, what relationships are, I have a few questions that I would love us to talk about and discuss further. So the first question is dating in campus a good decision? Remember, you are here for academic purposes, but then the question stands, is it a good decision? Is it a bad decision? What are your thoughts? Let's wrap our heads around that. Is it okay for you to date while you're in campus? Is it not okay for you to date while you're in campus? Should you only focus on your A's? Should you only focus on your GPA or your CA? What is it that you should focus on? Is it good for you to date? Is it bad for you to date?
Okay, thank you very much, Becky. So you were asking if dating on campus is a good idea.
Yeah.
To me, I don't think that's limited, but different. If it works for you and it doesn't work for someone else, then let that person be. If you find it to be good and it helps you with academics, then go for it and be happy. But if it doesn't work, then leave it out for those.
For example, Asanga Data Boy.
No, Asanga Data Boy. It helps you with your thing. If it's helping you, grow. We said dating is about learning to grow with someone else. Yeah, responsibilities and all that. So if dating is helping you, then be with that person. But if it's wasting your time, then you just have to stop.
We call it quits.
Yes.
We cut ties.
Okay. I would just like to add something to what you just said. Yeah, when you brought the point of saying perhaps Wasanga Data Boy, there's also this niche where people really get it wrong. Like you're in a relationship with someone, or in the name of trying to benefit from that person.
True.
Whereby when that benefit is no longer coming, that person becomes useless to you.
You and I, we
So on
end up
the part of
graduation
you,
square.
then supposed to be both-sided.
Yes.
This person is bringing something to the table, and you bring another thing to the table.
Yes.
And you
I
both
agree
grow.
with that. Yes.
Great. I think on my end, is dating in campus really a good thing or not? I think on my end, it comes to a point of priorities. Okay, if everything is your priority, then nothing really is your priority. Okay, that thing really has to sink in. Okay, because a relationship in itself is supposed to be a part of a priority. Okay, matters to do with personal development, matters to do with emotions, supposed to be taken seriously, because statistically speaking, 95% of the suicidal cases that we're having in campuses from different universities is all stemmed from the fact that, number one, people weren't prepared for these things. Okay, there's an aspect of you preparing to go into something. Like, you didn't just come to school without anything, you had to prepare yourself mentally, you had to prepare yourself financially, you also had to prepare yourself emotionally, you also had to prepare yourself socially. Okay, so for me, it stemmed from priorities. Are your priorities, can you extend your priorities to engage in another person? Because this person will come with their different nuances concerning life. Is it something that you will be able to accommodate within your time frame? Allow me to put this to light, to say it's not really a bad thing to really be in a relationship, okay, as long as you've got priorities. When it's time to study, please don't compromise at that time. When it's time for you to socialize, please socialize.
Just discipline.
Okay, discipline.
Yes.
Okay, you really have to be disciplined. Of course, discipline in a sense that it will help you create health boundaries with regards to what you can do and what you cannot do. Okay, so if you do not have priorities, I'll repeat this again. If you do not have priorities, then anything else is going to be a priority, because you'd find that if you're not a person who's got priorities, if he says let's take a walk when you're supposed to be studying,
You will go.
you will definitely go. Okay, yet forgetting that you're a student and there are certain things that you need to do at that particular moment. Okay, so you need to define your grounds. What really gives you, you really need to define your grounds. Okay, so for me, this time and this time, I'm doing this. At this period, I'm doing this. If there's any time for us to meet, we'll meet within this period.
That's a quick one. That's a quick one. I think in as much as we are looking at everything, especially from the dating point of view, we must not forget that life is a mystery, and we must appreciate the mysteries life comes with. It's mysterious in each and every area. It doesn't matter whether it's financial life, dating life. Sometimes you don't have to overplan for you to be in a relationship and be over ready. It finds you anywhere sometimes, and actually it has worked for several people like that. Yeah, so there's that balance. So with me, it goes with the intuition. If your instincts are telling you that you can't go ahead, then step back.
Yeah.
If you are convinced that you have to go ahead, then give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure it's going to work out. Don't give it a try because you just want to experiment.
Yeah, sure.
do things in a wrong way because it's saying, no, I was trying.
They are not
Things like
rehearsals.
this.
Yeah,
They are not
I'd
rehearsals.
also like to highlight the point that we also need to question the drive behind it. Is that
Yeah,
you want
true.
to grow with someone or you're just bored or lonely?
Lonely.
Because most of the times in campus, what usually happens with students is either they're studying or they're bored or there's something going on.
Yeah,
So it also, we need to question the drive behind it. Do you actually want to get to know someone and grow with them? Or is it that you're bored, lonely, or you just want to get in a relationship because your other friends are in a relationship?
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
very
so we need to question the drive as well.
It's really funny that, you know, loneliness does not solve a relationship does not solve an aspect of loneliness.
Exactly.
When somebody goes in a relationship because they feel lonely or because they feel not complete,
Yeah.
you know, such kind of it does not really account for that because loneliness has more to do with your intrinsic self. Okay, how are you balancing yourself? How are you balancing your space? Okay, how are you balancing your movements, your priorities? You'd find that if there's a gap in one or the other, you feel lonely, and a particular person cannot replace that feeling. It's supposed to be dealt with first, then you get to go in that particular relationship as a complete person. Yeah.
Very important. And you know, one other aspect that we should also realize is when we're in campus, it's not all about academics. You could prefer other things. People come here to find themselves. You can pick out a hobby. Who knows? You'll be maybe the next Michael Jordan. Pick out basketball. Exactly. Instead of finding somebody to be, you know, a replacement for your loneliness.